Hi guys, it's Carissa, and I just realized I only have makeup on one of my eyes. I'm just gonna record this. I had an appointment this morning, and for the last 2 or 3 days, I want to say, maybe it's been longer, maybe it's been like the last 4 days, I have finally started feeling that just unbelievable lethargy from most likely from the medications and my estrogen level finally getting significant. I wake up in the morning and I just want to go right back to bed, and I can't keep my eyes open until the late afternoon, and even then I'm like, oh, I should probably just take a nap because I'm sleeping so poorly at night from having the night sweats. Every single night I wake up just drenched in sweat. My whole face and neck, everything is just so sweaty. And to top it off, I don't know why he does it, unless he can tell I don't feel well, but my cat, my big giant cat, lays right pressed up next to my face at night, and so I get even sweatier. But this morning I went in for my scan, and it was this poor woman. She's so wonderful. She's such a sweet, enthusiastic, and supportive nurse. And I started falling asleep again while she was doing my scan. I was in there for, let me put it this way. I go in at least 15 minutes early. Sometimes it's more like, close to 20 minutes early. Just because I know they can take me right away and I'm keeping them ahead of schedule. I can tell they appreciate it. And sometimes I'll go in, 15 minutes early, and I leave 10 minutes after my original appointment time would have been. Well, today I went in 15 minutes early and I left 45 minutes after my appointment had originally started. So I was being looked at for a very long time today. And my eyes were like closing and rolling into the back of my head, and I was having a really hard time focusing on the screen, and I was just falling asleep. It was really hot in the room, and she spent a lot of time looking at my follicles. Now, the good news is there was a reason why she spent so much time on me. She looked at they always look at the previous scan, see how things looked and where the most activity was, things like that. And she came in anticipating that the right side had a lot less going on. And when she got to the right side, she realized that it kind of looked like my ovary looked like it was shaped like a pear. It was really small at top, and it was kind of rounding off towards the bottom. It looked like it was squished between my uterus and probably my intestines. And she said, I think there's a whole lot more at the bottom here that we couldn't see before. Not for lack of trying, but the right side just tends to be hard to see a lot of the time. And it looked like one of the most giant follicle on that side, at least, was way down at the bottom, not even being accounted for. So I had one that was, was it a 19? I don't remember. But it was pretty big. It was a 19 or a 22 or something like that, and it was way at the bottom. And she thinks it could have either been mistaken for my artery down there, or for one of my kind of gray areas around the ovary. So it looks like there could be more follicles than what we thought there was. And when she was telling me about them, Mike cracked a joke when I was telling him about it on the phone. I was like, I think I counted 18 follicles. And he was like, oh, what do you think, you count better than they do? Like, he was saying that I think he thought I was counting because I didn't trust them. But the truth is, they pull up this screen that has all these numbers on it, and I have such a hard time focusing on, the actual number of follicles on it, because they just go through and they're like, that one was this size, that one this size, this size, this size, and they don't always point at every single one of them. It's mostly the larger ones. So I was kind of trying to keep a tally in my head when she was saying it, and I think that there were 18 that she even mentioned. I'm so happy about that. I don't really care, I guess, as long as there's more than I had last time. Any number more than what I had last time is an improvement, but I would just be so elated if I had close to 20 follicles ready to go, So she said, I could tell though by the scan I'm not ready. I wasn't ready for retrieval. And she said that she thinks that now that we know there's so much more going on, it's even more encouraging to push me a little further. Based on my estrogen level, however, I think tomorrow might be trigger day because my estrogen level, I went on the portal just now and it said it was just over 3,300, and I know that they retrieve up to 5,000. So I'm cutting it close there. And my estrogen level at my last scan was 2035, I think. So it's increasing pretty rapidly. I haven't had a sip of Gatorade. I haven't done anything to really prevent hyperstimulation because they haven't spoken a word about it to me. I am so sluggish in my growth and in my reaction to that I think last time, half the reason I was so bloated is because of all the weight gain from all the extra sugar, because I was drinking Gatorade like a crazy woman trying to make sure that I didn't hyperstimulate. So now I'm thinking I might pull out a bottle tonight. I've got a ton of it in the garage, and I'll start now kind of making sure that I have enough coconut water and Gatorade in my system starting tonight. But I just, I feel like I've felt really good up until like yesterday or today was probably the worst, with the hot flashes specifically and with being tired. Even driving home from my appointment today, feeling excited and feeling really good, I almost felt like it was irresponsible for me to drive because I was so tired. So I'm looking forward to closing in on this and having it just, having it feel real. It's starting to get a little bit scary because I feel like I've just been so laid back about the process this time and I think I did that a little bit last time too, because I just don't want to get myself hyped up, but knowing that by the end of the week, my eggs won't be in me anymore, most likely, that's just like, whoa, it's here. So the nurse that told me to buy a 450 unit pen also had said that if I wasn't triggering Monday, that they would provide me with Follistim samples. And that is just I am so grateful for that because it saves us hundreds of dollars. And we are really scraping this month to pay our bills because these drugs have just unexpectedly, there's a certain amount of money that I thought that it would cost, but the appointments, it just all adds up. And so money is going to be tight this month for sure. But the fact that they were willing to give me a sample just because they were so sure. She was so sure that I would trigger today that she thought, if I'm wrong, I'll just give you some drugs to use until you're ready. And so today I received a sample, which was a little zipper pouch with a pen in it for the Follistim and the medication, 300 units, and I'll take the whole thing tonight. And they said, if you're not ready again tomorrow, we'll just give you another one. And that is so incredibly generous of them. And I know it's nothing to them. They probably have a ton of samples laying around, but it really means a lot to me and to us. Just every little bit helps. Every little bit counts, and not having to worry about making sure that I called on time to have it sent overnight. And then what if my estrogen level came back today and it was really high and they didn't want me to take the drugs, but I had already paid for them? Things like that. So they're helping me a lot with my stress level when it comes to that, which is just, I couldn't be happier with that. But yeah, so it could be Thursday. I guess I feel excited. And I'm tired. Like I said, I took a nap. I sweat all my makeup off on this side, so I just used a makeup wipe on this eye, and I must have forgotten that I didn't do the other side. So I hope that's been interesting for you. But I canceled my hair appointment. I have been pushing my hair appointment back. I'm like 3 weeks overdue on getting my hair trimmed, so it's been super, super frizzy because most of the color is off the blonde. And it's been really warm here, just unseasonably warm for April. My birthday was yesterday, and I had 80-degree weather yesterday for my birthday. What a beautiful gift from Mother Nature. That was just, I got to blow bubbles outside with my niece, and my husband and my brother went looking for bullfrogs in the stream, and it was just a beautiful day. And today it was just as warm. It's supposed to snow tomorrow, though. I'm not even kidding. But between having hot flashes and night sweats and having bleached, I don't know, do any of you guys have bleached hair or highlights? You know how dry that hair gets? So if you've got curly hair and frizzy hair on top of it and then it's hot outside. So, but I pushed it back again a week because I just feel like I don't know how I'm going to be feeling this week, when things are going to be happening. I would feel terrible spending the money. So I'm just going to wait. So all of my blue hair is going to be turning gray. It'll be kind of funny. But I feel good. I'm happy. Life is good. You know, at this moment, I couldn't possibly have any more hope than I have up until now that things will go well. So I'll just hold on to that very gently and see what they say tomorrow. See what the plan is going to be. So that's everything, you guys. Thank you for all your messages, and hopefully I have some forward progression tomorrow and a plan for retrieval. So I'll talk to you then. Bye, guys.